Kenny's adventure team, assemble! Oh. Or not. Add Astra. You want me on your team?
Absorption test! Stay clear! Leave my space! Let me scrub!
Overruled. Teamwork is strength.
Laid bare. Shadows of fate. Delve into destiny. Fate is upon you.
Let's light it up.
Off we go. Absorption test. Animo test 63. Let me scribe. Everybody stand. Enhanced animo module 74.
There's a lot less stuff here than before.
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have a lot of questions, but let Koichi check you over first. It's best not to let any lingering effects of the Abyss go untreated.
Thank goodness you made it back. I came here as soon as the Pyro Archon told me about your plan. Take a seat, everybody. I'll examine you one by one. All right. I have to say, though,
She's always been special like that.
Given the current situation, that ability will likely play a great role in the events to come.
of course. I still have patients to see, so I'll head out.
Thank you, Koichi.
All right, all right. We might not see eye to eye, but we both had good intentions. Just give it time. I'm sure we'll figure things out between us one day.
Yeah.
All right. There's so much. I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of...
Huh?
No.
That's right. Our looming...
Mulan told us a little bit.
500 years ago, all the nations of Teyvat were invaded, but unlike the other nations, Natlan never had stable and deep-rooted ley lines. The battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long and brutal. In the end, victory came even then. It took centuries of solving the disasters caused by the Abyss to finally achieve the peace we know today. And still, this is but a superficial victory. The forces of the Abyss have merely been driven back underground. Their threat to Natlan remains as real as ever.
I'd never have guessed.
The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are all the more complicated because that realm is essentially functioning as Natlan's ley lines. Immediately after the war, our calculations estimated that we would have a maximum of 500 years before the Night Kingdom was completely lost to the Abyss. But at that time, we were a nation of the destitute. Our people no longer believed in victory, nor did they hold hope for the future. Our civilization was dying, our faith crumbling, and the line of power passed down from the Wayab nearly severed. If we didn't bring the nation back together, it would be foolish to even dream of defeating the Abyss in the future. So, the Archon had a long and involved discussion with the heroes of each tribe, and finally came up with a 500-year-long plan to save Natlan.
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange figure who gave me a series of new memories. Since the plan was mentioned in those memories, I guess I've been chosen to play an important role in it. But there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Pyro Archon from back then. And it was you.
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense. The Pyro Archon is supposed to be human. It's impossible for a human to live that long.
That's right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time, or rather, the natural limitations of our lifespan. A god can extend a human's life by using a certain amount of divine power, or subjecting them to a curse. But, as we all know, Natlan doesn't have gods like that. We can only rely on our own methods. A human life is like a flame destined to be extinguished. 500 years ago, I placed my life within the sacred flame. Only by dying before my time could I have the chance to wake up again.
So, in other words, this is your second life?
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss all those years ago because the tribes came together as one. If the Natlan of the future was to have a fighting chance, the Pyro Archons that came after the war had to rebuild the decimated tribes. The goal was to reunite the people and restore the strength of each tribe's Wayab. Once a tribe was back to its full strength, the tribe's Wayab would select a hero, indicating the tribe was once again ready for war. The Chosen would then stand by my side in defense of our nation, just like great heroes of old 500 years ago.
So that means I'm one of the Chosen?
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja, the same one held by the hero from your tribe 500 years ago. It means unity. After your adventure in the Night Kingdom, I trust you've come to fully understand the meaning of that name.
So in other words, you always knew who the Wayab were going to pick from each tribe?
Yes. According to the plan, each tribe was supposed to have been fully restored by the time I awoke. But something went wrong along the way. The 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient names from 500 years ago, but the intel regarding the plan wasn't passed on to them. Once again, it comes down to the deterioration of the Night Kingdom. Communication between the Sacred Flame and the Wayab has been blocked.
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection failed to bring Kachina back.
Exactly. It's just another tactic the Abyss is using against us. The Abyss may not possess intelligence, but its methods certainly aren't easy to counter. If we want to unblock that information from being passed on, my presence alone isn't enough. The ancient name-bearer must establish a greater connection to their name. So, I've tried my best to help them from the sidelines. Currently, Shilonen of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wayab Mualani. Once again, it...
But we have less than a year!
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the... That's also why I haven't been able to take action despite the urgency of the situation.
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell me about my role in all this?
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing your destiny too early could mean failing to realize your full just like your determination to save Kachina. I hope your commitment to this endeavor comes from your own strength of will, rather than a sense of obligation.
So I suppose you're not going to tell us who the final two...
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will only... I can only trust in the judgment of the... I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. In fact, it was precisely because I chose to trust and rely on others. Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon or any singular individual. But you're quite perceptive, aren't you?
Huh?
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to ensure you would make it back from the Night Kingdom. After all, I was the one who allowed you to take that risk, and Mualani has an important role to play in my plan. In addition to their sentimental value, the items I stored here held a much more important purpose: fuel.
Fuel?
Yes. The stories embody... Over time, they became imbued with a certain... On their own, each item's power is limited. But together, their combined effect can prove quite useful.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay?
By burning those items, I was able to activate the contending fire stored within them. It was a rather crude approach.
But weren't they all precious treasures?
That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter who...
You have nothing to be sorry. And then, it would only be a matter of time before the Children of Echoes was met with disaster. Besides, if they knew those items helped save the present day here...
Even when you put it...
There's no... The people and the events of the past... If you still have regrets, your deeds will become new...
Well, we'd still...
Well, now that Kachina has returned, and we could all use the rest, that's for sure. Try not to let it get to you. All right. You should...
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs and listen to the stories of warriors from all over Natlan. They attract people from all walks of life. The people of the springs have never... It's been really nice. I've witnessed their energy, even when they cause trouble. I never managed to hold on to my anger for long. It's unbelievable. I'm certain Mualani will... One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children. So you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and yet you promise victory in the distant future. The Abyss is a cunning enemy, one that I faced in battle many times. Were that not the case, I would never understand exercising this degree of caution. My rage will never know absolution, and my power will no longer aid you in victory. But you came to me because you knew you could convince me with just a single sentence. I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to earn us the victory we are owed. Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way to collect the debt. For Natlan.
So, you're gonna head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again? But what about the you from right now? You're just gonna die.
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. The decision is hers to make, and she deserves our support. We will do everything we can to rebuild the tribes. Don't you worry. Even across time, we will all do our part to fight for Natlan's future.
Yeah, Mom's right. We'll always believe in you, sis. Seriously, though? Dad should be here. Where is he?
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so he chose not to come at all. Don't take it to heart, my dear. That's just who he is. Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about me.
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone. The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome the next tragedy.
War forged the 6 tribes, taught us how to fight, instilled in us what it means to love.
Who will be the one to bring this to an end?
We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind, Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire. The lifeblood of our nation.
Decided by destiny.
You here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no. It's not that I don't want to celebrate Kachina and the others.
Ah, well, you two had a fight.
She didn't cause any trouble during your trip.
Yeah, she was super helpful. She gave it.
That's good. That's all I needed to know.
Is there a reason you asked?
Maybe it seemed unreasonable. Her impulse to fight is...
So what you're saying is...
Okay, so anyway, I'm just glad you were...
What? Do you really have to go that far?
No way. I appreciate the understanding. Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Huh. Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind their arguing? In the end, it's all the abyss...
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Woohoo! Well done, Kachina. Thank you, everyone. I'm so glad I finally made it.
I always knew you could do it.
You're one to talk. Don't think
I had no
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get it?
I wasn't. I swear when he insisted on repaying the...
But the fact of the...
I'm really sorry, Kachina.
It's amazing.
So,
Our team captain drank.
Alright. There's, dear friends, firstly, I'm grateful to my Fist Traveler and her companion Paimon. They've agreed to let me, and let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Dayan-san. They all helped the trap. They too deserve to be called our heroes. So...
Well said!
I'll drink to that. To be honest...
Well, you better get used to it.
Hey, please don't...
My apologies. Everything comes at... If you cling too tight... But in any case, I wonder how long before...
You're here.
How did you know? That's Paimon's favorite.
You look like you've still got questions. Because the thought of telling them, you could just as easily... Imagine if I said, I couldn't make them... Besides, every generation will have its heroes. This one included. Or...
Paimon's suddenly remembering...
Yes, it was. From what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude she played and... Still, it was an You feel lost. This is a war. And there can be no war without loss. The people of Natlan look to me as their...
Yeah,
I suppose, but even if the future ends in destruction, and it's precise... This is a pivotal moment. Well, 3, to be precise. There's your resistance if you agree to
ancient names?
They can. Possessing an ancient, the ode of resurrection, just like in the Night Kingdom, I will...
Yeah, we can't just ignore the situation.
Wonderful. We've never forged an...
My lord, although you're injured...
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. As for you...
No matter how dense... you don't have...
I'm beginning to see just how you... heard something from here.
Things have been looking really rough for Natlan lately. There are more and more commissions from the Adventurers Guild, and they're all related to the Abyss. Just waiting around won't do us any good. Let's go and see if there's anything we can do to help.
I see. Thank you so much. The Adventurers Guild has been overwhelmed these days.
No worries at all. We've always valued the strength of adventurers. Given the current situation, it's vital that we all work together. Since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far. Then we can take a look at how to coordinate our efforts.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Got any new commissions?
Ah, you two have come just in time. I've got some good news. The Pyro Archon has finished assembling her forces and stationed them all across Natlan. Given how the Abyss has ramped up its activities lately, we can no longer afford to act only after receiving news of an invasion. So the Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating intel. That way, we can stay informed of everything that's happening across the land. Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces. Yes, precisely. So please also take a chance.
So that's the plan. Whew, we can finally stop and take a break. Paimon knows that.
The movements of the...
Oh, right. Most people have... Huh? Is that the Traveler and Paimon? Hello, hello! Oh, hey, Kachina! Are you feeling better now? Yep. Now really isn't the time to stay home and recover anyway. I wanted to do something to help. I heard that the Pyro Archon is gathering warriors to be stationed in the more remote areas. So I came here to sign up. Don't think I haven't heard about all the things that you've been doing. With everyone working so hard, I've got to do my part too. Oh, by the way, Shilonin told me that she was ordered to forge you an ancient name. She said that she's all set, and we can head over whenever we're ready. Wow, so we'll finally get to meet Shilonin, the legendary forger of ancient names. Paimon still can't believe anyone could forge those things. Shilonin is a true master. Not only can she forge ancient names, but also all sorts of new and fun things. She's always got a pile of commissions on her plate, so you usually have to wait a while before she finishes something. In this case, though, she's completely cleared her schedule just to work with you. She wants to give your name her full attention. I've already signed up as a warrior, so all I have to do for now is wait for my assignment. If it's okay, maybe we can go to see Shilonen together? She wouldn't turn me away, right? I mean, I hope she wouldn't.
Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Kachi.
On second thought... Shilonen, I brought the person who needs an ancient name. She's super amazing, and I've already learned tons of stuff from her.
Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation. Wait, are you Outlanders?
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natland not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders.
Huh? You're saying the Pyro Archon didn't tell you?
No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged herself to the plan, but we need to forge an ancient name to ensure she'd be able to return safe and sound. And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills. But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now.
Are you upset?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just need a moment to process things. The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot. Honestly, it's probably for the better that she didn't bring this up at the time. Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger out on someone else. But, just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for an Outlander is an impossible task.
It's impossible?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's spirit and glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name. But they were all performed outside of Natlan, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in Natlan, as an Outlander, your actions still wouldn't have been recorded by our lands. Only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient name. Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know. That's just how it is.
Seems the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone, yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Why do I feel like this has happened before? I think last time, Shilonen just ended up running dozens of laps around the hills nearby.
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
You mean you're already willing to accept the task?
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon. If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen. In other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
Whoa, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
Yeah! Let's see if we can find some special way to pull this off. If we really can't make it work,
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence and record her heroic deeds.
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to? Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would probably not be enough. I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind is Lali at the Masters of the Nightwind. The one we call Granny Eatstali.
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her spirit speaker stone to find Kachina's ancient name. A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive. I'm unsure she'd be able to help.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up in a room and doesn't like to be disturbed. I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and know how to keep her spirit up.
I hate to break it to you, but...
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to save Kachina.
Well, yeah. At the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into two.
Huh?
Great going, Moeka. We're already off to a rocky start here. In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. Hopefully, Lali would still want to show respect to the Archon. I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then that should help too.
Oh, let's ask Gensh to deliver the letter. He understands the whole situation and is already a familiar face to her.
Paimon sure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
All right, Gensh is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say.
Great. Then I'll go contact him right now.
Please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up near the Statue of the Seven later.
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
We meet again. Kachina told me everything. I'll deliver the message to the Masters of the Nightwind and convince Lali to give you a chance. I'll also take this chance to explain what happened to the Spirit Speaker Stone and offer her an apology in person.
Yeah, I'm sorry to put this on you, Gensh. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her.
It's all right. We're all working for the sake of the Pyro Archon's plan, after all. Everyone here understands how dire the situation has become.
Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Because we all saw a hero of the past rematerialize right before our eyes. And then Mualani said that a ton of knowledge and memory suddenly flooded her brain. The Pyro Archon explained everything when we came back from the Night Kingdom, including the reason behind the appearance of the hero, as well as the current state of the Night Kingdom.
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when facing such a bleak reality.
I have another piece of intel to share. We've pretty much identified the person who rescued the captain in the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. His name is Auroron, and he also hails from the Masters of the Nightwind. However, he spent most of his life living out in the wilderness by himself, away from the rest of the tribe. That's why his disappearance went unnoticed. By the time Sitlali finally realized that he was gone, no one had heard from him for quite a while.
Sitlali knows him too?
That's right. Auroron was an orphan raised by the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind and many other kind-hearted people in his tribe. Still, he's had something of an odd reputation his whole life.
Odd, huh?
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most. I've never met Auroron, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
That's right. So in that sense, Auroron and Sitlali actually have quite a bit in common, which is why they get along pretty well.
Huh. Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Sitlali could be the first one to notice Auroron's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
As of now, we still haven't been able to confirm whether Auroron joined the Fatui voluntarily, or if he was coerced. Sitlali is probably eager to prove that Auroron hasn't betrayed his people. I plan to use this as leverage when I go to talk with her.
Oh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auroron and the captain's whereabouts?
Yes. If you're all on board with the idea, then it becomes a mutually beneficial collaboration, rather than just a one-sided request. Even though I don't think Sitlali is the kind of person to turn down an order from the Pyro Archon, working together with us will help her focus and not get—
Yeah! Plus, we kinda owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the spirit speaker's down.
Ah, this is a pretty well thought out plan, as expected of Molly Poke Nietzsche. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Sitlali can meet at the stadium in 2 days.
Sure. I'll head out right away.
Take care out there, Kaniche. I'll be heading back as well. There's still a few things I need to pack.
Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
Oh, it's time to meet up with Shilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going. Hey, Shilonen, how's everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have bad news. Sitlali did not reply to our request, although I suppose I'm not too surprised.
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give Kaniche a response? Guess she really does have quite the ego then.
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Nightwind often struggle to work with her. My guess is that she probably has other reasons for not deigning us with a response. But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still try to work something out.